For years, I thought my parents changed because I was growing up. The truth was, they were reacting to something I didn't know. When I was younger, my parents were strict in a way that felt permanent. There were rules for everything: how late I could stay out, how much time I spent online, how good my grades needed to be. Love existed, but it came with expectations. I learned early that approval felt earned, not given. Then, sometime in my teenage years, the pressure slowly disappeared. They stopped checking my report cards. They stopped asking where I was every hour. When I made mistakes, they didn't explode. They just sighed and said, "Be careful." At first, I felt relieved, then confused, then uneasy. I remember coming home late one night, fully prepared for an argument. My dad looked up from the couch and simply asked if I was hungry. That moment stuck with me. Years later, after I moved out, I asked my mom why they changed. She didn't answer right away. She just stared at her hands like she was choosing her words carefully. She told me about a meeting at my school that I never knew happened. A counselor had called them in, not because I was failing, but because I was exhausted. Apparently, I'd told a teacher I felt like I was always being watched, that I didn't know how to relax, that I was scared of disappointing my parents. My mom said she cried the entire drive home. She told my dad they had confused discipline with love, that they thought pressure created strong children. They never considered what it cost me. So they made a decision together. They would stop pushing. They would stop reacting with anger. They would let me breathe. Not because they stopped caring, but because they cared enough to change. Looking back now, I see it clearly. Their silence wasn't neglect, it was restraint. It was learning. It was growth. And now that I'm older, I wonder how many times my parents were afraid too, just trying not to mess me up. When you look back at your childhood, do you think your parents were strict because they were controlling, or because they were scared of failing you?